Good morning. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Okay, so today our English lectures. Open your book. Open your English book, page number 13. Chapter 1, page number 13. In that, we completed the first paragraph in the last session. So, now moving further, the second paragraph of the page number 13. Second paragraph of the page number 13. Open your book quickly. The time came, and all too soon, when the game was finished, the snaps and the rum and the sausage had long since run out. So, in the previous lecture, we learned that all Fritz and the Tommy. Fritz was German soldier and Tommy was British soldier name. Okay, I hope you all are remember this. Okay, so after that, after the football match finished, then what they had? They had the snaps and the rum and the sausage had long since run out, and we knew it was all over. And we knew it was all over. I wished Hans well and told him I hoped we would see his family again soon, because there was no war. There was only football match, so no one dies in this war. So all was seen their family soon. Okay, that the fighting would end and we could all go home. The fighting would end and all go home. I think that is what every soldier wants. What? I think that is what every soldier wants. On both the side. On both the side. There is no war. Hans Wolf said, "Take care, Jim McPherson." Who said? Hans Wolf said, "Take care, Jim McPherson." Hans Wolf is the soldier name and the Jim McPherson is also the soldier name. One was German soldier and one was the British soldier. I shall never forget this moment, nor you. I shall never forget this moment, and nor you. He saluted and walked away from me slowly. He saluted and walked away from me slowly, unwillingly. It means, unwillingly means, everyone knows the unwillingly means no willing, no hope to go. They have to stay there only. It means unwillingly. I felt. He turned to wave just once. He turned to wave just once and then became one of the hundreds of grey-coated men drifting back towards their trenches. We already learned the meaning of trenches, right? I hope you all know the meaning of trenches. Okay, I am repeating this paragraph, pay attention. I think that is what every soldier wants on both the sides. Hans Wolf said, "Take care, Jim McPhersons. I shall never forget this moment, and nor you." It means Hans Wolf never forget this moment, and also nor you. It means also Jim McPherson never forget this moment. He saluted and walked away from me slowly, unwillingly. I felt. He turned to wave just once and then became one of the hundreds of the grey-coated men drifting back. Go back, drifting back, it means go back towards their trenches. Trenches we learned. Once again, I tell you what is the meaning of trenches. Long, deep ditches on the ground. Long, deep ditches on the ground where a soldier hide from the enemy. Next paragraph. That night, back in our dugouts. Dugouts, it means shelter for soldier. Here I write it down, new words. Dugouts. Shelter for soldiers. It is called the dugout, shelter for soldiers. Made by digging hole in the ground and covering it. It means we said the tent. In other word, tent. Okay, so you can easily understand. Shelter for soldiers made by digging a hole in the ground and covering it. I write it down full, okay? You have to write full in your book, full meaning. Made by digging a hole in the ground and covering it and other word we can say that tent. Okay, dugouts means shelter for soldiers made by digging a hole in the land, in the ground and covering it. We heard them singing a carol. Now what is the meaning of carol? Carol means Christmas song. Christmas song. Carol means Christmas song. And singing it quite beautifully. It was still not silent night. Our boys gave them a rousing chorus. Now what is the meaning of chorus? Chorus, it means part of song that is sung after each verse. Verse means each song, after each song, right? Part of song that is sung after each verse. See, again repeating this paragraph. That night, back in our dugouts, it means the shelter of soldiers, we heard them a singing carol. Carol means Christmas song, and singing it quite beautifully. It was still night, silent night. Our boys gave them a rousing chorus. Chorus means part of song that is sung after the each verse or after the each song of while Safford watched. Who watched? While Safford. We exchanged carols for a while and then we all fell silent. We exchanged carols and then we all felt silent. We had our time of peace and goodwill. We had our time of peace. It means the good time, the worth time. A time I will treasure as long as I live. What? A time I will treasure. I will keep it with me as long as I live. As long as I live. So, turn your page number 14. Dearest Gunny, by Christmas time next year, this war will be nothing but a distance and a terrible memory. It means a distance and a good memory. I know from all that happened today how much both army long for a peace, long for peace. We shall be together again soon. I am sure of it. What? Dearest Kani, by Christmas time next year, this war will be nothing. This war will be nothing but a distance and a terrible memory. I know from all that happened today how much both armies long for peace. Both army long for a peace. We shall be together again soon. We shall be together again soon. And I am sure of it. Your loving Jim. Your loving Jim. Who write this letter? Jim McPherson. To who? To who? Dearest Kani. Dearest Kani, the soldier name. Okay. So, now write it down these words in your book. Done? Okay. Now moving further to the comprehension check. Okay. In that question 1. Who had written the letter to whom and when? First question I write it down. Who had written the letter to whom and when? And when? The answer of this question, who had written the letter? John Macpherson. John to whom? To whom? A captain in the British Army. In the British Army. Had written that letter. Which date? Dated 26 December 1914 to his wife Connie. To his wife Connie. This is our first question. Now moving to the next question. Question number 2. Here I write it down only answer 2. I am not written the question. You have to write it down from your book. Okay. So answer 2. Why was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened? The letter described a wonderful event the two armies the one is British and the German fighting against each other, celebrated Christmas together. This is the answer 2. Now moving further to the answer 3. I am not write it down the question. You have to see from your textbook and you have to write. Question 3. What jobs did Hans Wolf and Jim Macpherson have? What jobs? Before they joined the army, Hans played the cello. Cello is a musical instrument in an orchestra. and Jim was a teacher, and Jim was a teacher. Or before they joined the army, Hans played the cello in an orchestra. Cello is a musical instrument name, and Jim was a teacher. We learnt in this story number 2. Now moving further to the answer 4. Had Hans Wolf ever been to Dorset? Why did he say he knew it? If you remember, we talked about the book name, right? Or author name. This is the answer of these questions. Had Hans Wolf ever been to Dorset? No. Hans Wolf or Hans had never been to Dorset. Dorset is a colony name. He had only read about Dorset in Hardy's novel. Far from the madding crowd. It is a book name, Madding Crowd. Madding Crowd is a book name. Had Hans Wolf ever been to Dorset? No, Hans Wolf had never been to Dorset. Why did he say he knew it? Because he had only read about Dorset in Hardy's novel Far from the Madding Crowd. The book name, Far from the Madding Crowd. Write in your fair book this question answer. You have to write question also. Here I am not right, but you have to write question and then you have to write answer. Write it down fast in your book, or you can take screenshot also. Then moving to the fifth questions. Done? Okay. Here I write it down the question number 5. Okay. Answer number 5. What is the questions? Do you think Jim McPherson came back from the war? How do you know this? Do you think Jim McPherson came back from the war? No. Why? Jim McPherson's never came back from the war. Why you think that? Because we know these from Kani's note. Because the letter is written, that is Kani's. So we know from this Kani's note. There she writes, that the letter in the envelope was the last one received from Jim. The letter was written on December 26, 1914. The war won on for another 4 years. Another 4 years. Possibly Jim was, here I write it down that Jim was killed in action soon after Christmas. After Christmas, okay. The last line I've written here. This is our fifth question. No, Jim McPherson never came back from the war. We know this from Connie's note. Where? From the Connie's note. There she writes that the letter in the envelope was the last one received from Jim. The letter was written on December 26, 1914. The war went on for another 4 years. Possibly, Jim was killed in action soon after the Christmas. Write it down in your book. So, this is your comprehension check question 5. You have to put this homework in the group. I'll check if you write or not. Everyone have to compulsory put the group homework is these 5 questions. Compulsory you have to put these 5 questions in the group. Okay? I'll check who writes or not. You have to write in your fair book with the good handwriting. Okay? So, So, next we will see in our next lecture. Okay? Till then, goodbye and take care.